answering questions, and she did well in this part. Let's watch.
Questions for you that we can get through pretty quickly, I think. Can you tell me, is it true that the Biden-Harris DOJ raided President Trump's home?
They did.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ allow Jack Smith to spy on over a dozen Republican members of Congress?
Absolutely.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ seize the phone of a sitting Republican congressman?
Yes.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ and Jack Smith pay at least $20,000 to confidential human sources to provide information on President Trump?
At least.
At least. Did the Biden-Harris DOJ and FBI fail to apprehend the suspect who placed pipe bombs near the Capitol ahead of January 6th?
Yes.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ target parents as domestic terrorists?
Absolutely.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ target pro-life Catholics, going so far as to interview a priest and a choir director?
Yes.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ send FBI SWAT teams to arrest pro-life advocates with no criminal histories?
Yes.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ use the FACE Act to target pro-life advocates while it allowed anti-life agitators to vandalize, destroy, and firebomb pregnancy resource centers and churches?
Multiple times, I believe.
Multiple times. Did the Biden-Harris DOJ ever determine who leaked the Dobbs decision?
I can't discuss that. No, under Biden-Harris.
Got it.
No.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ and FBI target whistleblowers for revealing waste, fraud, and abuse within the department to Congress?
Not to my knowledge.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ refuse to say whether it coordinated with Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis, and Letitia James in their lawfare against President Trump?
They refused.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ slow walk the criminal investigation and prosecution of Hunter Biden?
That's an understatement, in my opinion.
Yep. Did the Biden-Harris DOJ determine who brought cocaine into the Biden White House?
They did not.
They did not. Did the Biden-Harris DOJ cover up the extent?
As far as we know, they did not.
Right, that's right. Did the Biden-Harris DOJ cover up the extent of the Russia collusion hoax?
Absolutely, in my opinion. Yes.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ, seek leniency from a federal court for an IRS contractor who leaked sensitive tax information on over 7,600 Americans, including President Trump?
Yes.
Did the Biden-Harris DOJ sue Texas because the state wanted to secure its own southern border?
Yes.
And finally, did the Biden-Harris DOJ attack SpaceX for hiring too many Americans?
I believe they did.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable, and I appreciate that a lot of this is being cleaned up under your leadership. So thank you for returning the DOJ back to its core focus, which is on the rule of law.
Oh my God. I was cracking up. I'm sorry. Okay. Ken, what's your thoughts on that first clip?
She's pretty sharp. I mean, she's pretty sharp. I mean, that is a hell of a position to be in because you're basically the bulletproof vest, right? So this is who the public sees, you know what I mean? And you got to be a spokesperson you might be even a spokesperson for things you don't even know about. You might be a spokesperson for things you don't agree with. So to be a bulletproof vest like that and be frontline like that, I commend anybody. That's a hell of a job and a hell of a position to be in. She's sharp though.
Oh, wow. Look at you, Ken, giving the first compliment of the night. Let's see if you still think that. Let's watch what happened with her and Thomas Massey.
Is any victim who comes forward, of course, we would love to hear from them. 1-800-CALL-FBI. Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years? Did you talk about Epstein?
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm glad you're asking about Merrick Garland.
You don't get to reclaim
because
time
this
when
is
you don't-
bigger than
when you can't-
Watergate.
when I don't answer a question the
This
way you
goes
want.
over 4 administrations. You don't have to go back to Biden. Let's go back to Obama. Let's go back to George Bush. This cover-up spans decades, and you are responsible for this portion of it.
And that's
now,
where the
I want to
most
know at
transparent-
what point did the FBI and the DOJ decide that Lex Wessner was not a co-conspirator? Because our Epstein Files Transparency Act requires you.
Okay, that was weird. It got cut off. But this question is for Rippy. Rippy, a lot of Republicans today, they were like saying, "Oh my God, Pam did so good. She owned Thomas Massey." What do you think about that? Do you agree with that? Like people were like giving her like, yeah, like she was a 4 for me, and after today with her and Massey, she's a 9.
Wow, I'm shocked. I haven't heard that, but no, I completely disagree with that. And,
Neither am I.
no, where that's coming from? Because only thing I heard was the same thing. I agree with. Like I've always been a fan of Tom Macy, and I was vocal about my disappointment with Trump when he went after him. But I think Tom Macy he's authentic, and can't say Pam Bondi is sharp, but so is Tom Macy, and he let her have it. He destroyed her in that hearing. So unfortunately, we couldn't see the rest of it. But don't get me wrong, I still love Pam Bondi.
Yeah,
I still love Pam Bondi. But Tom Macy, he did his thing.
Slim, do you agree? As you're like the most MAGA guy on the panel, I think. Do you agree that she destroyed Tom, or do you think that Tom owned her?
I gotta watch the whole thing. I mean, it was a real quick back and forth, but Pam is on point. Massey's on point too. So I don't really want to basically give my take on it because I want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Basically make a good decision.
Got you. Well, this clip right here is for the Rev and Doc. Pretty much, I don't know how we got to anti-Semitism. I'm going to play the clip and then we'll talk about it.
I didn't see one tweet, not one. I didn't see one tweet when Joe Biden was in office about Bill Clinton. Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once. When he was,
weak sauce.
And also, I want the record to reflect that, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh, is Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Oh, do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust? Really?
The committee will be in order.
Talk to Jared Wise about anti-Semitism.
Ranking member knows that.
Oh, wow.
So, Reverend, do you believe that this person was being anti-Semitic? Do you believe that if you're critical of the Epstein files in the sense of, well, we need to talk about what's going on, that you're an anti-Semite? What do you think?
Well, I don't think that that those two are related. In my opinion, I think it's really sad what's going on with the Epstein files. To be honest, I think it's childish the way Congress is acting. I think Pam Bondi, unfortunately, is getting the unfair shake. I think it's unfair what's happening to her. I don't care for her in other areas. I'm like 5 with coming to Pam. But I do defend her sometimes. If you see my post today on certain things, the Epstein files, because I do agree with what she says. She is getting, first of all, Trump is the first president to run on opening and unsealing the Epstein files. Every president before that was silent. Nobody ran on it, and nobody promised the American people that they would do it. But it was Biden didn't care about the Epstein files. And no Democrat did. I'm big into politics. I was very active the whole 4 years. I didn't hear anything about the Epstein files the whole 4 years. On X, on Twitter, on Facebook, nothing. And then when Trump gets in office, he does it. I don't think she handled the Epstein files the best way, my opinion. I don't know why. I don't think it's because they're trying to protect pedophiles. I think there's something deeper going on. But I don't like how she's handled it. But I do believe that she's getting an unfair shakedown. And I know the Democrats are purposely trying to do this to smear Trump. They don't care about the Epstein files. I don't believe they care about the Epstein files. I believe they're purposely doing this because they want to take, just like the anti-ICE protests, they're trying to take the attention off of, before midterms in a year, in 9-10 months, they're trying to focus on something they can grab hold to and run on, because they don't want to focus on the things that I believe that Trump is doing well, like the economy is improving, all the things that Trump is doing with Trump X and the Trump RX and Trump accounts and the secure board, all these things. So they're trying to focus on Epstein. right now and fixate on it when they don't care. So I think Pam Bondi has every right to be upset. I think she has every right to be acting like that. I mean, because it's a host. Hakeem Jeffries was sitting with, he donated to Epstein. Many members of Democrats in Congress were with Epstein. Everybody's been with Epstein. First of all, Obama was all through the Epstein files. Clinton was all through the Epstein files. It's just a whole mess. And I just think it's just unfortunately sad that this is falling on the Trump administration. And it's just I don't like it.
So Mia, my question is, you're pretty in the middle on things. Did you just start hearing about the Epstein files in 2025 when Trump came in, or did you hear about it before? What do you think about that?
I've been a self-avowed tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist for almost 10 years. I would talk about adrenochrome like 8 years ago, bro. Like I'm not new to the game. I'm not like these new people. I ain't new to the game at all. I knew about Jeffrey Epstein. I knew about all of them. I mean, I was saying this stuff in 8 years ago when people were saying I was crazy, and I was like, oh yeah, they're torturing kids in adrenochrome, and you got to go down this whole rabbit hole. I mean, I've been on Alex Jones's time for mad years, and that man has not been wrong. That man has not been wrong. If I had $1 for every time he's been right acutely in the last 2 years, I would have paid the mortgage. That man has not been wrong. I've been listening to him since he told me they were putting too much estrogen in the water, and it was turning the frogs gay, thus perpetuating the low testosterone in men, thus decreasing the sperm count 50% now. Clock that. That's why I don't have a lot of kids anymore, is because the testosterone is now 50% decreased in male sperm counts now in 2026 are actually 50% less than what they were 40 years ago. Clock that. Thank you, Alex Jones.
Okay, well, hopefully we don't get the live taken down. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
But you know what we don't? Because President Trump is not for censorship. Because had you would have said this when we first started the podcast back under Biden, would have been doing some weird stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, Doc, you're my center left person tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, you sound just like me, by the way.
Intelligent? I know. Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, because I was talking about Epstein 10 years ago, and I got called a crazy person. And all this stuff is deeper than everything.
Everybody's like, Alex is a criminal. Alex is a joke. But two things can be true at once. He can be
he's not wrong.
He can be a criminal, and he can be right all at the same time.
Exactly.
I've been on some BS and still been right.
Right. Exactly.
You're not into conspiracies at all. So what do you think about the whole thing about the files? Did you hear about it before 2025, or did it just get started under Trump? What do you think?
Yeah, I heard of it before 2025. And I mean, they're all complicit in this. I mean, hardcore Republicans want to put it on Democrats. Hardcore Democrats want to put it on Republicans. And they're all fishing in the same pond, catch and release pretty much. And I just think it's crazy that people get so outraged at any time you question something to be anti-Semitic. The term anti-Semitic is starting to run neck and neck with the term racism, the way Black people claim racism anytime you question them about something. So anytime you question Jewish people about something, you're anti-Semitic. Anytime you question Black people about something, you're racist. We use that shit like, you know what I'm saying, the draw two card. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just all got to get better about the way we use those terms. All these people are in it together and shielding each other because, you know, they're all lockstep in arms. And the only people it would hurt, the truth would hurt, probably would be all of them. So, you know, we just got to figure out a way, I guess, to either accept it or move past it. Yeah,
I mean, fair enough. That's a good point. I don't think that was a proper time to use that term, but there are times for it. This clip right here, this is when she started going on the rants about we should be talking about the stock market. Here we go.
First, he brought up the president saying they indicted me twice. They sure did. They tried to impeach him twice. And you, Mr. Nadler, were one of the leads on the impeachment. I was on the other side. I lived that with you. During impeachment, you said the president conspired sought foreign interference in the 2016 election. Robert Mueller found no evidence, none, of foreign interference in 2016. Have you apologized to President Trump? Have you apologized to President Trump, all of you who participated in those impeachment hearings against Donald Trump? You all should be apologizing. You sit here and you attack the president, and I am not going to have it. I'm not going to put up with it. You know, all they want to do, all the American people need to know this. They are talking about Epstein today. This has been around since the Obama administration. This administration released over 3 million pages of documents, over 3 million. And Donald Trump signed that law to release all of those documents. He is the most transparent president in the nation's history. None of them asked Merrick Garland over the last 4 years one word about Jeffrey Epstein. How ironic is that? You know why? Because Donald Trump, the Dow right now is over, the Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a stock trader. I thought you were laughing.
Does she know what the Dow is?
Over 50,000.
You stumbled over that a little bit.
The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making Americans safe. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked. Are you kidding?
Mr. Jordan, Mr. Jordan.
Committee will be in order.
Mr. Jordan, am I going to get an extra 45 seconds added to my time?
The committee will be in order. The time belongs to the gentleman from Texas. Ms. Bondi, the Attorney General can respond.
Thank you. The Dow has shattered 50,000 for the first time. This is crazy. They said it couldn't be done in 4 years, yet President Trump has done it in 1 year. National median rents have fallen to a 4-year low thanks to Donald Trump. That's why they want to focus on Epstein and our most transparent president in the nation's history. The murder rate, as I said, has plummeted to a 125-year low thanks to Donald Trump. For an unprecedented 9 straight months.
Wow. Ken, what do you think? Was there truth to what she said? And I talked about this today, Ken. I did a short. I said, the reason why I think she said you need to care about the stock market is a wake-up call to the Congress. Stop questioning this, because y'all know y'all do that insider trading and the stock market's doing great. So why are you mad? What do you think?
So I think she's sharp. I just want to put this on the books for the record. According to encyclopedia.com, Semites are people of the Middle East and Africa who speak one Semitic language, which are branches of the Afro-Asiatic family. Examples of such language are Aramaic, Arabic, Aramaic, and Hebrew. This is encyclopedia.com. That's not me saying that. So the terms when we throw about anti-Semitic, it don't even fit. Doesn't even apply to the people that we're pushing it to. Argue with encyclopedia.com, not me. I think she's sharp. I like her today. Right? That's what I think. I think she's spicy. I think she's sharp. But I like a mouthy woman. I like a woman. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So the way she's talking is attractive to me. That is very kinky to me. I like women that talk like that. So
Toxic Bad Girls Club, DOJ style. And I said somebody get Natalie Nunn. We got to recruit for her.
Right, yeah. She's real spicy. I like it. I love it.
Okay, so you like her, spicy, and you like her. Okay. Yeah. Slim, what do you think about what she said? Do you agree that the stock market has to do with the Epstein files and this investigation?
I agree that they're trying to take away from what Donald Trump is doing. That's specifically what she was stating and making her point, that you guys are trying to distract the public and bring this bullshit up when you should be focusing focusing on what the economy is doing. This is going up, and that's all factual, man. And man, that shit felt good. Like just to hear that shit felt real good. And we looking at the Epstein files. Shit crazy to me, man. Yeah, Pam Bondi, man. Wow.
Mia, what did you think about what she said? Me and you talk constantly about how high everything is. I showed y'all the $12 packs of meat, a pound of ground beef at the store the other day for $13. I almost fell out the chair. I was like, I can't afford to eat. I'm gonna go be a vegan now. What do you think?
I mean, I will say it's a K-shaped economy, okay? So the rich are going to continue to get richer while the rest of us are going to continue to slide down here. It's a K-shaped economy. It's been that way for quite a long time, and nothing's going to change that. I mean, I'm constantly getting email alerts from the stock market, from investors, and I mean, and we saw it with the propaganda they pushed during the during the Super Bowl. AI. Fat asses, get that Ozempic shot because we're all fat asses in this country, and the surveillance state. And that basically sums up the large trifecta cornerstone of what makes up our economy right now. The big seven make up almost 40% of the money right now is AI and tech. After that's pharmaceuticals, and the rest of that goes into surveillance and defense contracts. I mean, those are like the three things that are like holding up our economy. And it was just perfect that we saw all of that displayed as ads during the Super Bowl. But one thing I wanted to mention before we moved on was, in defense of Pam Bondi, a lot of what Congress is doing is disingenuous when it comes to the Epstein files, because over 12 of them have been active for almost 40 years and had numerous occasions to bring up charges against any of these people. The FBI, NSA, and CIA have all had this information since 2008, actually earlier than 2008, because they had the information from the Florida authority, down there in Florida when he was first originally convicted. So they've known this for a very long time, and none of these prior administrations have done anything about it. So I feel like it's not fair to treat her like a punching bag when they didn't have the same smoke for Obama, both of his 2 terms, or Biden during his term, or or Bush during his term, or Clinton during his 2 terms. So I feel like Pam Bondi's taking a lot of hits that, in her defense, she's only been AG a little over a year. In her defense, I mean, she's taken a lot of heat for something that she can't help.
Rippy, this question's for you. This is our resident Democrat fan, Eric. I love to hate you, but I love you. Thank you for watching. He said, nope, Democrats prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell and had a 3-year ongoing investigation. Trump did nothing. Why didn't Trump prosecute Maxwell? What do you have to say to him?
Nothing. That's it.
Eric's like trying to get some sort of gotcha moment, and we're like, okay, they did their jobs.
I'm not entertaining these clowns. I can't entertain these clowns. I can't do it anymore. I told myself I'm not going to do it. I get on here and debate people, but like, come on now. They always try to find this.
I don't get why it would matter. I don't get why it would matter though which side prosecuted them though. If these people are predators and stuff like that, it shouldn't matter if a Democrat prosecute them or a Republican prosecuted them. They should all be prosecuted. It shouldn't matter which side did it. We're American people. It shouldn't matter. And I think people get too caught up in that. That's crazy.
But who's going to prosecute them is part of the same system. Like, you know what I mean? You know the meme when they take the the mask off? They take the mask off and it's each other. Like, it's one cabal. So who's going to do the prosecuting?
It's all a joke at this point, man. That's fine.
Yeah, no,
I haven't even entertained the whole Epstein thing. Like, it's all look, man, I just can't do it anymore. And I sat there and I've read so many of those Epstein files, but I was looking forward to confirm my conspiracies, confirming the conspiracy theories, which is all turned out to be all factual. That's what I was looking for in the Epstein files. Everybody was looking for, I just want to see if Trump is in there. Who prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell? was Trump and Epstein best friends. Like, y'all are such surface level thinkers. That's the reason I'm not entertaining this Eric guy.
Well, in the other thing is it got pretty spicy. She was very frustrated. She was like calling this guy a bad lawyer. Let's watch
You
the
can let her
lawyer.
filibuster all day long, but not on our watch. Not on our time. No way. And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, I did tell you that. I saw what you did in the Senate.
Get him, baby.
Committee will be in order.
I love it. She's like, you're not even a lawyer.
We will give you a few more seconds. I said that already.
45 seconds.
Okay.
I mean, Rippy, you say you like conspiracies. Does that feel real to you? For me, it felt very staged. I don't know. I'm just saying it felt very staged, that little moment. Huh?
Yeah, I agree. That does seem very staged. I know Ken definitely liked it though.
Ken liked it. So, Rippy, what's the point of all this? What's going to happen next?
I don't know. We gotta ask me on this one.
Oh, dude, I don't know. The system ain't gonna correct itself. All right. So unless tinfoil hat on. Okay, take this with a grain of salt. But if I'm right, you heard it here first. Okay, one of those things. Tinfoil hat. So I was obviously doing some internet sleuthing because what else am I going to do with my spare time? Obviously, I'm an internet sleuth. So this one creator came up with two options because obviously so many people are extremely upset about this Epstein. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody is like absorbing it. They're learning about it. They're going down the rabbit holes. We're learning new stuff every day. Everybody knows that it basically is everybody. Everybody in power is implicated. There's not a single person that isn't at this point in time. So one of two things. So either the country is going to utilize Project Bluebeam or it's going to be a massive EMP when we get too rowdy. One of the two. But either way, the country's going to strike back. And when they explained it, I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense because that's some shit America would do to its own citizens. So, I mean, so we're either looking at Project Bluebeam or we're looking at an EMP to teach us a lesson. But that is very much something the United States would do when we get too rowdy and out of control. Would to become sort of a false flag event to put us back in our place, to get us away from wanting to fight them and get us into survival mode. And when he explained it, I was like, you got a point there. Let me go ask Alex Jones.
But me, I don't think they have to do things like that anymore. All they have to do for real is bread and circuses. I really think we're past the stage of like America rising up. I think based on the food that we eat, we're so like aspartame, MSG, and the way that we scroll apps, and the we have a entertainment thirst. I don't think the masses of the people would do anything. I genuinely think we're in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. I don't think nobody's going to do anything. My proof: 135 million people watched the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't think nobody's going to do nothing.
Excuse me, 128 million. You need to get the right number. Okay, 128 million. Reverend, what do you think? I mean, I'm kind of in the middle on the conspiracies, Reverend. I know you not at all, but we're both followers of Christ. What's going to happen next, Reverend? What's the point of all this? Is anyone going to be prosecuted? Is Les Wexner? Because he's clearly been to the island a few times. What do you think?
Well, I'm definitely not a conspiracy person at all. I don't get involved in it. I just try to stick with what I can prove and what I know. I've seen, as you know, Candace Owens, I've seen good people go crazy with conspiracies. So I try to stick away from them because they can make you get kind of loopy. So I like to, I don't want to deal with it. But one thing I will say is that I don't think anybody's going to really be prosecuted for the Epstein files. I think the most thing that'll happen is more files will probably be released, because there's a lot of pressure. Like I said, I don't agree with the pressure. I agree 100% with Pam Bondi on the focus. And, it depends. I mean, the economy is definitely getting better in some places. Now, if you live in a big city, certain cities it's going to be how the economy is going to be different than if it is. Where I am, our groceries are a lot cheaper. Our groceries are cheaper. Our gas prices are like $2 down here. It just, tax season just hit. And my wife got a lot of money back that she wasn't supposed to get. And I'm putting posts on X every day, and everybody's talking about how much they're getting $14,000 back.
Oh, please, Jesus.
They got 10.
Right? Me too.
They got 10,000. They got that Trump. So there's a lot of people. There's a lot of great things happening. Trump RX. And so I do agree with the Epstein 100%. The Democrats are going to keep pushing. I mean, we're not going to hear the end of it because they can't, because they have to. They cannot. Their focus. The Democrats' focus. Judge McCrockett said this. She says she believes it's okay to lie if that means beating Donald Trump. She said it on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The Democrats are very smart at deception and playing on people's emotion. That's why the ICE thing blew up. That's one thing I will give them as a party. They're very good at emotional, especially uninformed voters. They're very good at grabbing the strings of emotional, uninformed voters and making them believe a lie. And so they want to push that Trump is a pedophile, that Trump is hiding and shielding pedophiles, that he's in the Epstein files, even though the Epstein files came out and exonerated Trump, and victims have said Trump had nothing to do with the Epstein files. Trump was an informant that turned in Epstein, kicked him off Epstein. All this is public knowledge, right? So this is, but they're going to keep pushing this because they have to, because they were running on affordability. If you remember during Virginia, and they were in Virginia, New Jersey, that when they won those governor races, they were running on affordability. Well, Trump shifted to affordability and started talking about it. And then when they got in power in Virginia, I don't know if y'all know what's going on in Virginia right now, but y'all need to study it. That needs to be a whole lot.
Taxes are going crazy.
Virginia?
Well, Abigail Spanberg ran as a moderate Democrat, and she has launched them into California 2.0. They have literally just put out 50 new taxes. They're taxing Uber driving, they're taxing DoorDash, they're taxing. They raised the tax on the rich, they raised the tax on the poor, they raised the tax on the.
Don't forget dry cleaning too.
Yeah, dry cleaning. They raised the
no more.
Even dog walking is in there. I'm not lying. Dog walking.
I need to talk about that. Thank you, Rippy.
I'm surprised you haven't heard about it. But
I haven't heard about it.
I've been posting about it since I've been posting about it, and they not only did that, they made it a sanctuary city. They also removed the crime from where rapists and pedophiles now are not prosecuted the same way they were under Youngkin. So they've completely turning Virginia into California right now. So they cannot run on affordability after what they did in Virginia. So they have to run on something. And what they're going to run on in the midterms is Epstein and ICE. Those are the two things they're going to run on. So the Republicans got to unite, and they got to get focused, get one message. They have to run on what Trump is doing with Trump RX, trying to all those things. They have to run on the secure border. They have to focus, because right now the Republicans are all over the place, and it's not, and it's just not. They need to be concise and focused if they have any chance of winning the midterms.
So, Doc, I'm gonna let you be the closing thoughts on this topic. Should Trump fire Pam Bondi? What do you think?
Yeah, he should fire Pam Bondi. She an idiot. Pam Bondi she was out here giving out interviews about people being shot when she hadn't done an investigation. Those are American people. She's basically, every time you see her, she's somewhere at a rodeo or arguing with old white guys like it's Bad Girls Club. She just gives off a bad look, but she's a loyal idiot. So if I was Trump, I probably wouldn't fire her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to dance with the partner you came with, and she does that very well. So I wouldn't fire her, but I think she's an idiot just by the statements she's made at those things. And then I'm not giving Trump credit for the Epstein files coming out. I remember saying it several times. Trump ran on releasing the Epstein files for the first couple of months he was in office, and Republicans argued me down that is not what he ran on. They told me that specifically. Now, if it's a lie they told it, I'll pull up the clips. And we can go back. Enzo told it to me several times, actually. Several Republicans said he mentioned it, but that's not what he ran on. So the fact that it came out now, I'm not giving him credit for it. Y'all told me he didn't run on it. But I have seen, like, everywhere I look, I see a lot of people saying, like, or I see a lot of things that'll pop up on Absheron, new tax things going on and stuff like that. So I think I know that was some of the stuff that Trump did want to change. So I do give him credit for that. It's not like it's something he said he wanted to change and it's hard to find. Like, it's in your face. Like, if you go look on some of your banking apps, if you go look on your Cash App and you're trying to send money, to your partner or something like that, it's on there, and all of that stuff is easily accessible for Americans. I think that's something he did that was pretty cool. And I think he's doing a lot of the things that he ran on. I mean, it wasn't stuff that I all of it ain't stuff that I would personally prefer. I mean, I don't care. It don't affect my community or me at all. So it ain't something I'm gonna go out here and advocate for. But yeah, Pam Bondi an idiot. Like, at like the highest order, but she's a loyal idiot. So like, if you want an idiot, you got to have a loyal idiot. And Ken don't agree she's an idiot, but Ken agree that she made uninformed statements when responding to the actions that was happening in Minnesota. And if you are the Attorney General of the United States, one of the biggest and most powerful countries in the world, and you go out here and you make an uninformed statement on public news, you're an idiot.
Ken wants a chance to meet her. But our poll said, should Trump fire Pam Bondi? 59% of our viewers said yes. 41% said no. Usually our polls are pretty split down the middle. So it's pretty clear that that's what our viewers want tonight. But we're going to switch gears here.